Whew, man.
Mhm.
Oh man, we have
Okay.
so many people to thank for this
Yes.
tournament. Oof.
Okay. Tony, you want to get started?
Do you want me to I could do that. Let me
I'll
pull that slide up
I'll
on
even
my
open
end.
it for you guys if you don't mind.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
So some months ago, actually backing up even further, years ago, I hosted DM Rising Star 1, and it was I think the first or second tournament I had ever hosted. I put a lot of effort into it and it ended up being a big success. Later came DM Rising Star 2, in which Tato was one of the finalists. Both tournaments were great, and I think DM Rising Star 2 concluded in 2017. And I never really thought DM Rising Star 3 would happen. I mean, at some point I had talks about it, I was interested in doing it, and then I actually never did. I had quit Age of Empires for a couple years during that time, and now here we are in 2020, Age of Empires 2 DE. I happened to start talking to Brislin. Brislin mentioned that she was interested in doing a low ELO type tournament, and I said, "Well, I used to do a thing like that called DM Rising Star." Got Pony involved in it too, and suddenly away we were going, like planning out everything. What would be the most interesting for the players? How do we make this as exciting as possible? We brainstormed all these different ideas. I mean, these two, Pony and Brislin, were like amazing for having never hosted a tournament before, coming up with all these creative ideas to make it so exciting for you players, for all of you watching the whole thing. And then Ponyboy turning out to be Salesman of the Year, selling it on the spot. We needed to find donations. We were going to make this tournament at least a $500 prize pool. Pony, on the very first night that he opens up, "I'm going to host this tournament, guys. I will make this happen. I need your help to do it." And sure enough, the money came from the big money donors listed there at the very top. And I'll let you take it from there, Pony.
Yeah, yeah, like it was on a Tuesday night. I remember it was a Tuesday night during the Tuesday night podcast with Odd and me, and at
Yes.
the end we reveal that we're, after talks with you and starting a tournament, a DM tournament, which I never thought I would even do anything with that. And now I'm like in love with DM. It's amazing. I want more people to be involved with it. But that first night, having CB donate an insane amount of money,
Mhm.
I know he's been doing so many awesome things in the AoE2 community. He's done 24-hour streams. He's done a lot of little tournaments. I know he was just finishing up one today. He's been an integral part of this process, and it's been really nice to see. Xavius's favorite son, now known as Nips, funny name. He's been around forever in my stream, just like meeting him on Discord and everything, but sending that support my way and our way to help create this. He's been fun. He's a good guy. MGX, meeting him through this whole, I want to say through Team Us, our small little group playing games. He's now like a 1,300 player, but I was able to beat him in in a game at one point in my life. So I'll take
Right.
that. But an awesome support in the community with everything that he's doing. Super Monkey Car, I've been playing with him for quite some time now. British dude, he's awesome. He's royalty. But yeah, him helping us out. Oh my gosh, it's just unbelievable. Like Monkey's been there like this whole way, helping me out with build orders, like in RM, trained me a little bit, helped me out that way with those things. Bristlin, if you want to talk a little bit about Crazy Joe and TN.
Oh gosh, where do I start with Crazy Joe? I feel everyone in this community knows who Crazy Joe in South
Legend.
Jersey is. He is in everyone's stream, supporting them, guiding people to the streams that he feels they'll be interested in. He loves deathmatch. He loves watching Leash, True, The Code, Polar, and he was so excited for an opportunity to contribute to a tournament where we have a chance for these players to compete at such a high level. So huge thank you to Crazy Joe for contributing and for supporting every single one of us. looking out for us and just always making us smile. They don't call you Crazy Joe for nothing. Your stories are so much fun, and he always has something to say. And I appreciate all your knowledge. So thank you, Joe. And TNZ Livingston, I mean, he got his clan into playing Age of Empires. He's in an Apex clan, where they're called Team Nova, TN. And he started watching Age of Empires, and he has been so supportive to me throughout the RM games I've been playing, the DM games I've been playing. He's been there throughout. Thank you so much, Livingston, to all the positivity you bring to my stream. And of course, you're contributing to this tournament. It means so much more than you guys could ever realize. Thank you so much to Livingston. Now, the next name on our list, KD. Now, another thing, where do I start with KD? I made a trailer for this tournament. I was like, oh gosh, I must have spent like 15 hours making this trailer. And then I was like,
and it was good.
No.
It was
Pony,
good. I
get
liked
out
it a
of
lot.
here. And I was like, this is crap. I'm trying to be all professional. And I was like, this trailer is bad, So then Katie sends me a message. He's like, hey, I'm really interested in making a trailer for your tournament. And you know what I messaged him? No, that's okay. Because I didn't want someone to spend time on something. I just was afraid to ask for help. And you know what he says. Too bad, I already did. And he sent me the first draft of the amazing trailer that you all saw. And I was like, oh my gosh, like he put so much time into this and never asked for anything. It was the coolest thing, one of the coolest things anyone has ever done for me. We felt so official having this trailer as our official trailer. I know me and Pony, every time we show it, people are like, the production value is insane. Like, this is your trailer? And I'm like, yeah, it's made by KD.
Yeah, I still get a little bit of like goosebumps when I watch it, actually.
Oh, it's
so
awesome.
good.
Yeah, and I think it was really motivating for people to sign up and to continue trying their hardest. Thank you for that amazing trailer.
And the next person we have to thank is none other than Robo Boro. Robo, I included him in our team initially, and as always, Robo is just such a fundamental piece of this community for the entire Age of Empires community. And he was always there for the DM Rising Star 3 crew the whole way through, answering any questions that needed answer. He even trained one of our very own DM Rising Stars, Daisy, throughout the tournament, who ended up being, I think, all the way up to the quarterfinals, if I'm not mistaken, making it all the way there.
Yeah.
A fantastic player. I've known Robo for years now. Can't say enough good things about him. He selflessly helps his community. Thank you so much, Robo. I'm looking forward to continue to work with you in the future.
And I want to thank our co-casters, anyone who has streamed, our events. I mean, True for co-casting, jumping in and adding so much knowledge to all of our casts. It's been instrumental in us learning and everyone else watching and learning more about. I mean, we are so blessed. We're so lucky to be able to learn from the best. So thank you for co-casting, and which leads me into the next few names. Thank you for reaching out to Tato and Nilly.
Of course, that was my pleasure. The funniest part about that was you two acting like there's these huge stars. To me, they're just old friends of Age of Empires.
I told my stream earlier about it because Nilly was actually one of the first people that I actually started watching streaming. Like even before T90 and everything, just like stumbled upon them when I started watching things about a year ago. So like it was really cool, and so I was really excited. I'm so happy that you were able to pull those strings. Nilly did an awesome job. I'm so happy that was able to happen. And I was telling Brislin beforehand, I'll tell everybody, like, I've met a ton of celebrities like at Comic Cons and all these other things, and that's whatever. But like anytime I've met like a celebrity chef or whatever, like through Hell's Kitchen and whatnot, going to those type of restaurants, or now with AoE too, like to us gods, like these people, like we get all shy and timid and scared and anxious. It's like, but I've met like, like really big celebrities, like in general, and sports stars, and I'm just like, hey, how's it going? And this is cool. And then this, I'm like, I feel so timid and scared, but we really thank you so much for, pulling those strings and, for me having like, a little dream happen there. So that was really exciting. And thanks so much to Nilly for joining, and thanks so much to Tato for joining Bristlin. That made our day, our life.
Yeah, no, it really did. I mean,
and
it's just
people
so
don't,
cool.
and you don't, and you say whatever, but people are so happy, True, that you helped put together this tournament, and having you cast the finals. We had so many people excited to know that you were the person doing it. So we're so thankful for you. You've been very
thank you,
integral in this, and learning more and more. It's amazing, and you're very selfless. So it's been really, really very makes things a lot better for everything.
Thank you for that. That's
Yeah.
really, really kind of both of you. It was my pleasure, though. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed the whole thing.
Yeah. And I want to say thank you to Polar, who casted a lot of the games live, as well as the Otter one, because we are in the US and a lot of the games happened live when we were at work or waking up or asleep. So I really appreciate Polar and the Otter one for broadcasting those games. It's so special for all the players to see their games live. It really makes them feel like celebrities, and that's what we were hoping for this entire tournament, is to make these people feel like stars. So thank you for giving them that live moment. Of course, we casted everything recorded later and caught some live games, but really appreciate the work you put in. And to the Meg for co-casting, for Odd co-casting, Silverhawk, Pseudo co-casting. Thank you all so much for adding your knowledge to these games.
Yeah. And I just a special shout out to Odd. He's my boy. We talk almost daily, kind of thing. He's helped me out a lot with the whole adminning thing. He's been kind of a go-to person for me. He's the official scoreboard master for the finals and semifinals. He did an awesome job with that. But he's been a solid friend, and he's really, really helped me out through this and kind of kept me going, because this has been extremely difficult to do, going back to work under circumstances that we're in the situation in the world right now. But going back to work, it's difficult, but having him there, behind me, it's really helped out a lot. So love that guy. He's a good dude.
I agree. And I mean, True. I mean, you hosted Rising Star 1 and 2. You really made us, have confidence in ourselves, and make us believe that we can actually put on Rising Star 3. You guided us through so many decisions, and your advice is just invaluable at every single point. We could fill an entire PowerPoint slide of all the ways you've helped us.
Yeah, and speaking of DM Rising Star 1 and 2, actually, the next person we have to thank too is Clemenzor.
Oh.
He was actually in DM Rising Star 1. He was a player that I trained for a period of time, for maybe half a year to a year, back in 2015-16 in there. He was a prodigy of deathmatch, and I always called him the prodigy of DM back then, because he was gaining skills so rapidly before he stopped playing competitively. But in recent history, he was actually my coach through DM World Cup 3, giving me a lot of great advice, picking apart my game, being really thorough with it. And then now, more recently, he has made a massive project that he underwent and made this DM guide, with a big document for anyone to open up to see exactly how to begin DM. I can't thank him enough for making that. The whole community really owes him a lot for that. So great of him. Can't thank Clem enough for all of that.
And Cut actually coached one of the competitors.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Regeneron.
Yeah, exactly. That's yeah. He even coaches, I think, players from time to time too. And I can't commemorate him enough on the coaching, obviously. So great coach.
Yeah, and that guide is ridiculous. That's helped me out with just casting and learning DM starts. Like it's amazing. It's so thorough. I don't know the time spent on it. Amazing.
Truly, yeah. So next up, Joro. So Joro trained, I think, 3 different players that were in this tournament. He trained Keller, he trained Silverhawk, our second placeholder here, and he trained Helmberg, the Dream Team member Helmberg. All 3 of them improved so much in the short little time. So we also deserve to get our Joro deserves a thank you from the DM Rising Star team for being involved as a coach throughout the tournament. So thank you, Joro, for that.
All right, and Hamza, thank you for making sure that everyone is scheduling their games, for advising to all the big decisions, to assisting with the settings for this tournament, and for being part of the admin team. I mean, Hamza's actually the initial reason I even wanted to host a tournament. He kept asking me like, "Hey, like, about tournaments, like." Organizing, and I was like, then the brainchild began, and I was like, I should organize one. And then we were talking, and we were like, we should organize one together. And then he got really busy trying to find a job, and then that didn't pan out. And then he ended up being part of the admin team for this. So Hamza, thank you for creating the inspiration for this tournament to even happen in the first place. And for training me. I mean, Hamza was one of the first people to train me. Hamza, Poser, and Hydra.
Nice.
Kind of double dipping on that. Thanks again for True and Hamza for doing a lot of this stuff on the AoE zone post early on, because that was tedious for us at times. That cooldown of 2 minutes and 30 seconds is the longest 2 minutes and 30 seconds you'll ever have in your entire life.
Oh, yeah.
Now you both got to use the capture age throughout this tournament.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't it so awesome?
Yes.
I cannot wait till this rolls out like officially, because we were able to do like this whole beta testing on it. I know Jordan AoE in chat right here. I know he knows some of the people. So you have Platypus, and then you also have Sir Lawrence. So really fun dudes, and really were able to help set this up for Brislin and me for about an hour or two one day. We did it like right after like a match, and then right before another one on a Sunday. So then like, oh, we'll just wait to use it for the next round. And then it all worked out.
Yeah. We have really increased the way we've been able to analyze these games and really make all the players feel so professional based on like the percentage of gold units in their military, how much gold they're getting from relics. I mean, capture age is incredible. It really increased the value of our tournament casting. Can't say enough about it.
You're not stuck struggling to find the right banner to click to find the right information.
I know. And I'm coming. Thank you so much for joining me on streams to teach new players, for creating training resources, YouTube videos you've created, and just your streams where you're like, anyone who's new, come here and I'll train you. That has been amazing. No, he really did. And people really did show up, and they learned so much from him. I mean, I'm coming as so many cool strategies he teaches to people. I mean, we call them the I'm coming siege rams. One of the cool things he's taught a lot of us, which are really amazing. And he knows so much. He's an absolute beast. And the fact that he's teaching players for this tournament is amazing.
Then we talked a little bit about the scoreboard masters already. Odd for running that, and Alpha Salt on your end.
Yes.
I just got to meet Alpha Salt just yesterday night. So thanks again for doing that and making that run smoothly, because when we were casting, it was like Brislin's point of view, I'm running the scoreboard. My point of view, Brislin's running the scoreboard, and for them not running tests like we were going back and forth with, like they did a solid, smooth job, and And the big thing is you can't alt tab because it's a full display capture with Capture Age. So that's why
Yes.
we needed those scoreboard masters, and we really appreciate it.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Bristolin and Pony, you guys were involved with the Age of Empires team with a newsletter to get
Yeah.
DM Rising Star a little bit more acknowledgement in the whole community, if I'm not mistaken.
yes.
Yeah.
We reached out to Jex on the AoE team, and we provided a write-up, our graphic, our banner that we had, and she posted it on their Facebook page, their Twitter, their Instagram, and then also included a newsletter in the Age of Esports about our tournament to get the word out, to increase signups, to increase viewership, and for all the support they provide us. It was really cool to just see our tournament out there. People are commenting about it, wanting to learn more about it. It felt surreal.
Yeah. That was really cool. You did a good job reaching out and getting that all done, and getting to see that like on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. Like, I saved all those posts. I like screenshotted them. I'm gonna save onto those posts forever. That was like one of the coolest things that I've seen. That was so cool.
And Ranch Walker is here. Hi,
Armin.
Ranch Walker. I'm not.
Hey.
We have plenty of things left to do. We are doing something right after this. Thank you is over.
And last but not least, we have to thank the whole DM community for everything about being supportive and rising up to the occasion.
Yeah. Thanks for welcoming me as a newcomer into the DM Discord and showing support, welcoming me and letting me join in with like even RM and DM games, like in lobbies. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm glad that a lot of new followers, and really excited with it. Excited to do more with DM in the future.
Absolutely. I mean, I joined the DM community in May after I randomly stumbled upon this shirtless man streaming. We all know him as Leash, and I was like, "What is he doing? Is he playing Deathmatch?" I didn't know anyone played that, and since that day I was obsessed with learning about Deathmatch. I've spent so much time learning the build orders for it, more than I've spent learning scouts or anything like that. And I messaged Leash about it. I was like, "This is so cool," and he's like, "Well, I can help you." And that really made me feel so happy that people that were top level in the community want to help me. Why? And I learned that people in the deathmatch community, the top level people, they do that all the time. They're so generous. They're so helpful. They will train you if you want to learn, which is really unique about this community. And people have been so welcoming to me and Pony, and this tournament wouldn't be possible without people that wanted to watch it and sign up and support it. So thank you all so much.
And on behalf of the DM community, I would like to thank both of you once again. I think you both have gone from being newcomers to instrumental parts of this community. I can safely say that a huge part of this community is really hoping that you both stick around, continue to do events. It was just so amazing. Without you two, DM and all these people wouldn't have had so much enjoyment like we have now. So thank you on behalf of the DM community.
Thank you, True.
Thank you. And Bristolin, thank you for putting up with my millions of messages the past 6 weeks. Talking to you an insane amount over this, trying to make all those decisions, just being there. Before this, we just knew each other, like just in passing, a couple games here and there, but you're really cool, awesome person. You're amazing. You've done some awesome work with all of this. It's been awesome to work with you this entire time.
Pony, I could say the exact same thing about you. I could message you all my questions, all my thoughts about tournament, crazy ideas, and you reply. You're calm, cool, collected. You've been such a good friend throughout this. And I mean, I could list all the things you've done to help, but I think what people really need to understand is Pony was so instrumental in picking the map settings and civs, and his mind was just so like this will involve carnage. This will involve fighting here, and Pony was really the one who thought of these really cool ideas that we finally got to see the players do. So thank you for that, Pony.
Oh, you're welcome. Love chaos.
Oh, well, Zach, thank you so much.
Thank
And so
you.
thank you both for everything you've done. You both become staples in the community. Thank you on behalf of DM. Well, y'all are so nice. I mean, I guess it's time, right?
I think it's time to look to the future.
I think so
So-
too.
We'll look to the future. We'll sign off here.
Yes.
We'll sign off here. We'll end with a video for everybody.
Mm-hmm. And
Yep.
So
here we go.
So thanks so much, everybody. It was a blast. We're excited for possibly in the future a DMRS 4.
Yeah,
Please.
We'll see.
We'll see about that.
All right. Thank you,
Thank you
everyone.
so much, everybody.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the kind words. I'm sure we might have missed like a lot of messages here and there, but please
Yeah.
know that we appreciate all of you guys for watching and all your kind words. And feel free to message either of us at any point over the next.
And everyone watching, don't forget to support these two, both of them. They are amazing. Don't forget to support them. Follow them, even sub them, do whatever you can. Let's support our community. Yeah. And also, thanks for having me on here today. It was a blast. I loved it. Really loved it.
Thank you, True. I think they
Thank
want
you
the
so much.
announcement. So I'm gonna run the announcement and then we're gonna do a rerun of this tournament.
Yes, I will do a rerun as well.
Thank you all. All right. Without further ado, they want to hear the announcement. Let's go.
There's an announcement. All right, let's do it.